Good day, everybody. I hope you are all staying safe. I just want to take a second and talk about my Rane 72 setup with the 12s. And these are the original 12s. I bought them new. I want to say, it sounds a little funny, but it's the second iteration of the original, if that makes sense. The first one shipped out with a black platter. They got recalled. There was a problem with the motor. Then these white plattered versions came out. And then there was another black platter version where there were some changes with where the power cords were and some other simple stuff. And then the MK2s came out recently along with the new 72 MK2. This is the original 72, and this is the second iteration of the first iteration of the Rane 12s. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. But love these units, but I have ran into a problem recently, and I just wanted to share that with all of you in case you ran into the same issue. And that is, on this particular unit, the one on the left, not too long ago I started to hear a rumbling sound when it was turned on. It was kind of like a soft grinding sound, like plastic rubbing together. Not sure if that's the best way to describe it. I also noticed even in zero pitch mode, the dots were starting to flutter. They weren't consistent, and they certainly weren't standing still. Now on this unit, which isn't making a noise and is at zero pitch, not having that problem, and the dots are rock solid. Now, I've had 1200 turntables, I've got the Pioneer gear, I've got a lot of stuff, so I knew there was something wrong with this. And yes, I did calibrate it. I've done that a few times. There's a way to do that where you hold the buttons down, and I've done that on both units. That didn't solve this problem. So the first thing I did was I took it apart, just based on some of the videos that I've seen. It's not that complicated to do, and I lubricated the motor, which I shouldn't have to do. None of you should have to do that. And it made a difference as far as the noise is concerned. It's definitely much quieter now. However, it didn't really fix the problem. And the problem is really that it's not keeping pitch. It's not keeping time. So the unit itself with the laptop will keep time on a song. I'll put a song on at 138 beats. And without the turntable spinning, if I can do this in unison here, you can see that the waveforms are in sync with each other on both the laptop, obviously, and the mixing board. When you get the 12s involved, you'll see quickly that at the same time. Now that might not be a perfect start, but you'll start to see the waveform drift where the bottom song will be moving quicker. Now if I press the sync button, it bounces them back into sync again. So once again we're at perfect sync without me touching them, with the pitch at zero on both sides, and it starts to go out of sync again. And so you have to constantly keep manually syncing it, or you're gonna have to ride the beat manually, which you don't, I mean, you can do that, I get it. Like, you can do it in your headphones, you can adjust this up on a 138 beat song, you're probably moving it up to 141 to keep up with this one. You could do that, but at the end of the day, you shouldn't have to. These things have got to be working perfectly. Obviously, they're, you know, they're pro grade level. So spending that kind of money, these things should not have any flaws. But there is definitely an issue with the platter or the motor or the inconsistency on one of these units. So not sure if you have the same problem. Again, everything else works great, but just wanted to put it out there. And if you guys have any comments, I'd love to hear them. So have a great day.